What did he do?
He won some tennis.
He won some tennis.
I believe it was the
Intercollegiate Tennis Association Singles All-American.
All-American. This will be his third honor, I believe, if you want to go ahead and go with that. Last year he was the ITA All-American for singles and doubles. I believe he had the single season record for wins this year, or tied one of the UK greats. I'm not sure his name, with about 45 of them, I think. So that's pretty impressive. No, we're not big. We don't know much on the tennis front, but,
Not on that level.
Kentucky guy doing good things, so you got to bring it out.
Certainly.
Congratulations.
Another local thing is Chris Collinsworth is expecting the NFL holdout to continue, and he's accepted a position to be the wide receivers coach for Fort Thomas Highlands.
The rich keep getting richer
Yeah,
at Fort Thomas Highlands.
That's got to be turning into one of the best programs. I mean, I guess it has been forever.
Wonder what kind of money gets thrown around there in recruiting.
It's some
Ohio
I
mean,
State
it's
money.
since the 70s, since the expansion, I think, from Cincinnati, that area developed. Late 60s, early 70s, I think, is when they really started to have their dominance. I'm not sure. I know it's not a private school, but I think they have somewhat
magnet school.
Yeah, somewhat picking, who they
Kinda
let
like
in and
Scott
let out.
County and the Toyota plant.
I think they're a straight public school. I think Fort Thomas keeps their numbers down. They've never competed in the highest division here in the state of Kentucky, but have just been flat out dominant.
They do have KentuckySports.co legend Patrick Tolles.
Definitely gave us one of our first interviews. Can't forget about him. Should have a great season having Collinsworth coaching the receivers.
I forget who he was referencing, but in Jody Demling's article I think it was last week. Is that right, Matt? Jody Demling referenced a recruiting analyst who said that Patrick Tolles is actually, according to this recruiting analyst, ranked higher than Zeke Pike, Auburn commit.
Committed to Auburn a couple weeks ago, didn't he?
So, but Kentucky's, according to Jody Demling's source, he's got a better recruit than Auburn at quarterback. It's pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kentucky has always fared well with, it seems like with quarterbacks, from the state doing really well, going back to Tim Couch, then moving right along Shane Boyd, Jared Lorenzen, Andre Woodson. Quarterbacks from the state of Kentucky have fared well at the university. So
Football talent's been good around the state. Basketball talent is coming up next couple of years, so
yeah,
it's been down over the years.
Sophomore year right now. Is that right?
2013, 2014 area. Bull actually picked up 2 commits for the Lady Cards.
That's right.
Anthony Epps' daughter, Michaela, I believe. I'm sorry, I might be wrong. Michaela Epps, possibly.
Tick Rogers.
Yeah, Tick Rogers' daughter. I'm not sure her name, but they committed. They're sophomores at Marion County.
Yep, teammates, aren't they?
Top players in the nation, 2 of them.
Jeff Walt has it going on for the Lady Cards.
he does stealing a lot of those players from somewhere from some of the bigger schools.
Definitely.
And speaking of the SEC football, let's delve into a little bit of this because it is an interesting topic. 6 of the SEC coaches voted. I think 4 of them denied it, and 2 or 3 others did not vote. They do want to start paying the players a stipend. It would be $300 a game is what they want to propose, which I think is a phenomenal idea.
Compared to what they're paying them now, they're going to save a lot of money.
Yeah, they're going to take a huge pay cut. But the way I look at it is I kind of liken it to, and tell me what you guys think of this analogy. I almost liken it to the big question of legalizing marijuana. You can legalize marijuana so you can tax it.
You know where the money's going.
You tax it and then hopefully
Get out of debt.
You control it. So the way I look at paying players is you pay the players, and then if you pay them more or you break the rules, then you just absolutely throw the book at them. You give them the SMU death penalty. You say, look, we're going to take this away. We're going to start paying you. It isn't going to be a great sum of money, but this is enough to live on, okay? You're not in the professional yet. We do understand that you make the program a lot of money.
Don't they already get some little form of...
I'm pretty sure they live for free. They get a scholarship for free. $300 every Friday, or every.
Get to eat for free, too.
I think they eat and live for free.
So what's $300 going to do?
I mean, think $300 every Friday.
$300 a game, and over a span of
14 weeks.
14 games.
Depending on how far you make it.
Yeah, And so you're looking at between $3,600 and $4,200 a year. So
to get tattoos, yeah.
That can be taken, to get tattoos, do whatever you need to do, take your girlfriend out. At least now we're giving them the fact, because the main thing that I hear from players is they don't have any money to live. That yes, they can do all these things, but what you have to understand is that what makes them different from regular athletes is you cannot work while you're playing any of these sports. So this is what we're in turn giving them.
So the backup punter for Western Kentucky will get paid the same amount as USC's quarterback?
I'm reading it right now. It does say the 70-member travel team. So whoever's participating in, going on the actual
punter
trips.
For Western Kentucky gets paid.
The punter will get paid
as much as USC's.
Punter's important.
No, Western Kentucky can choose. These programs can choose whether they're going to pay the players or not.
So you're looking at your top.
If I'm a kid, I'll choose it. I'll go to a school that's going to pay me.
You're going to go to Ohio State.
If they want you, you got to understand. But see, what also I think.
So it's going to hurt the little man.
It's going to hurt the little guy.
But we're already seeing that. I mean, you could say that, and you can make that argument.
Lately, with all the nationalized games, Louisville, teams like that are kind of, being that there's games on Thursdays and there's so much TV, they're kind of having fair shake against some of the big recruits, and this would just kill it.
Well, I don't think so. I think what changed the game is when the Big Ten decided to go out and get their own network, and now they advertise and they can make boatloads of money that is apart from college football. Texas just signed a 12-year, $800 million deal with ESPN to have their own network.
To save the conference.
Yeah, what that is doing is you're eventually going to see the Power 6 conferences. What I believe is the Power 6 conferences will leave the NCAA. Is that they'll leave the NCAA, they'll rewrite the book, they'll start paying players, and then everybody else will play by the rules that are playing now.
Kind of like you went back last week to your super conference.
Yeah, the super conferences. And what the SEC is trying to do now is they're going to be the guinea pig for paying the players, and eventually only the schools can keep up will start paying the players because you have to keep that recruiting advantage, and then they'll leave and everybody else will be able to fall in line.
Interesting concept. I don't think Terrell Pryor would be going, no, man, I don't want that new car. I'm getting $300 for playing this Saturday. I don't see that holding much weight.
Well, exactly.
I may be wrong, but
that's why you.
I don't want those 6 cars. I got 300 on the way.
Well, that's what I'm saying is now you've regulated it. Is now you have no complaints that you're not getting anything.
People will still
no place. That's when they're gonna have to.
Always hate the NCAA.
They'll just have to take the rules deep. You'll just have to make them kind of like the NCAA has a capital punishment on players if they do. Kind of like the Terrell Pryor situation. If you're getting paid and you're getting doing
like Hank said, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, it'll be interesting, and I think if they can go out
it's
and
definitely very interesting.
If they can go out and start doing this and regulate it, then you can keep these rules down. Because if you have such a small league, no one will want to break them because everybody has to follow it. And you'll have such lengthy penalties that this is what you have to do, and this is how you save the sport.
Guys, we're at Big Blue Country on 426 Baxter Avenue. We have a big wing eating contest coming up that the winners will get some spandex suits.
We got some hungry competitors out there ready to get,
They're going to have some bad gas, and they're going to be wearing these spandex suits.
And $50 that's coming straight out of our producer's pocket, Matt McCarthy's. Straight cash. Like Randy Moss said.
Cash. And they also get a fan fist and a root suit.
A fan fist and a root suit.
Check those out.
Which is much better than money, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you not want a fan
Who needs $50 these days?
I don't even like money.
Me neither. I don't like working.
We're going to go straight to a break. Thanks so much. We'll be back in just a few minutes, probably half an hour.